Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Swift. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 16.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
You ain't going nowhere. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You go tight. You got tight.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the counter. Swift. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had the bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, watch it. Back.
They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Second and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 15. Check 15. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama.
Second and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Get him. Get him. Check, 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 check. Huh? Check 37. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Back to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now Watson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking the sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Watson on first down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Balaj. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson. And Thomas has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 24. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check 24.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Returning is Peppers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gonna take a and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are gonna jump back in front. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We got this.
A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Army. Under 10, 10, 80 weapons.
They'll run here with Balaj. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here.
They'll run on first down. Swift 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Watson being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On second down now, Swift. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
36.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Hey, switch gears.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Intercepted by the Texans. His guys take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I'm here all day.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Strip the ball.
Throwing again is Watson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.